Hey, now I did tell y'all that UNLV could get that game versus Kansas because I seen within the first two games, Kansas wasn't just hitting on it like that. And Kansas should have lost the week before, but they didn't. All right, I already knew UNLV was coming with it by the teams they had beat this season, plus how they played last season. I know. I'm just giving you the whole rundown. So, in this game, Kansas started off on fire. Jalen and Devin, they was out there balling. I'm talking about giving it to them boys. They was toting that thing. The QB toting it and the running back toting it. But listen, UNLV defense was like, nah. I know y'all two getting off, but we ain't gonna let y'all throw that ball. And when your quarterback do throw it, we gonna pick it off. So they picked him off twice. But UNLV quarterback, Matthew, man, hey, listen, he threw a TD pass right at halftime. Right at halftime. But the crazy thing about it was they had drove down the field and should have scored anyways, but they came back and drove down and still scored. So I'm like, dog, boy, UNLV got some. Then UNLV, then again, Matthew told that ball. But if you go look at Matthew's stats, he's never really been a passer like that. He's always been a runner. So I don't understand how Kansas didn't come prepared for him to run that ball. That man ran the ball for over 100 yards on them and threw it for about 90. Well, 89, but it's right there at 90. So he wasn't never going to really throw the ball like that. But the throw that he did make to get that TD, that's what they needed. But on top of that, their kicker hit 3 field goals. He could have hit 4, but he hit 3. So the kicker and the QB and that defense for UNLV, they won that game. Now, UNLV is positioning themselves to be in that college football playoffs talk. Right now, to me, is Memphis, and it's Boise State. Them the three to me in that group of 5 until somebody else. Now, USF could make a run. It just depends on how everything play out. Now, far as Kansas, man, they 1-2 right now. Really, they should be probably 0-3, but it is what it is. Kansas at this moment don't look like they gonna make no Big 12 noise, but they could because that quarterback, he is nice. The running back is nice, so they're gonna have to focus on the run more to beat anybody, and they're gonna have to make the passes count when they do throw it. At this moment, I'm going to count Kansas out. And UNLV, they looking like they got some. Now, UNLV play Fresno next week. We'll see how they do versus Fresno. Then they come back and play Syracuse in Syracuse. No, they play Syracuse at home. Yeah. I want to say, well, I don't know where they play them at. I know they play Syracuse in a little bit. So we'll find out what UNLV really about by the time they play Syracuse. And Kansas, I think this pretty much a wrap for them. I think they trash this year. Holla.